Welcome to another video on my walking robot of fischertechnik. Well, semi-walking, because it doesn't really walk yet after so many attempts. It's based on the TXT controller running embedded Linux, right here. 6 legs, driven by 4 motors, 2 for each side, USB camera and 2 front sensors. Which are used if it walks, that it does something upon touching of one of the sensors. And the camera is to get an image of the objects, separating, in this case, red and blacking everything else out. If you've seen other videos on this series, you've noticed that it doesn't always work out quite nicely. So first focus is to try the camera again via Python. Then reboot the controller into the default firmware and see if it works using Android or iPad. iOS, that is. And 3, taking a look at modeling Blender to see what efforts I have done with that. So let's quickly go to the software and see whatever works or doesn't. Alright, with the webcam pointed at the controller, let's first try to log in. Yes, and I can safely confirm that I have made contact. The only problem is now that I don't have the menu, which is unfortunately not uncommon for this particular controller. The TXT controller on my driving robot has a different version of the firmware which does work. So why this doesn't work, I don't know. Let's first enter the code and see if I have everything in operation. Let's find the camera. That is 1. That's 2. So there are only 2 occurrences. Well, 1 actually. So here, let's set the date as well. And in this case it is 27, 19 and 39. And let's run. And then I should get actually some results. Yeah, it works, but there's a Python error for the camera. So, do I have a camera anyway? So now I'm going for Linux command. It runs Linux, so this should work. Grab camera. No. -I camera. -I means that it ignores small and capital. And yes, it has a camera on board. So there's something others because the my driving robot does work with the camera. Let's go for a moment to the top Get camera frame. Okay, I should see if get camera frame is still operational. I have to see the manual. Alright, in the manual it says nothing specific about the camera, so I did test something else. I removed the camera from the controller and looked for the camera again. And for some reason it still says, okay, I found a camera, which is logically not there, because here I have the connector. So let me put it in again. Now what do I get? Input 3. So it does recognize something else. Okay, what about something that works now? Okay. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing at all. Oh, this is curious. So, yes, it grabs the camera, however, it sees it both at input 2 and input 3. How can that be with only one camera? This is not that I say, okay. Also, this is different. But this is very curious. How can this be? Then it is not a wonder anymore why this is going wrong. There is something in the software or in the firmware about the camera. And probably, since it can't forget this one won't work either, is my first idea. So much for pictures that I can display here. Ouch. Okay, then next, rebooting into the default firmware and using the camera. Right, and now I am trying to log in into the default mode. It just doesn't work, so I have to check if the controller is actually SSH ready, which it is not. SSH daemon is off. Now I can use it. So let's intro this and go for this one. Yes. Why this was also the case last time. This is strange. Very strange, because it used to work. But on the other hand, it is no influence with the tablet. So I should have prepared this, but no. Okay, I did something wrong now. I selected wrong controller. And now I'm in, so with this app. I now have to select start, and I get a very nice image. So how does so the right side joystick is for the left side motors. And vice versa. So that does work. Same goes for the camera image. That is nice and wonderful. I just can't save it, or maybe I can, but let's see if what this camera icon does. Nothing. Okay, but anyway, this is proof that this actually does work, which is very nice. I'll put it here. With the iPad it does work as well. I know that. I just wonder why I can't sign in. How about Robo Pro? This is not going to work. Yeah, and then I need default wireless. Okay. Oh wait, I think I know why, because I have to disable this one to be able to make connection here. See, this is the problem. And then I can do a number of things. I can say, okay, this one, including this one. And I can say, stop this. So I can say all of them. So yeah, it works. And now that is the demo for right now. Last thing to show is Blender. So let's go there. And from here, and let me now move the camera to a different position. So this is, as you know, what the camera looks like from this side. Too bad it's a bit in the shade. Let's see if I can change that just a little bit. But what it comes down to is this. So from fischertechnik, I have here an ordinary long block, an ordinary short block. Then this is, now let me find it. Yes. So this block is supposed to indicate this one. This one is supposed to indicate something that's not visible on that one. This longer block is something here. And then, oh, let me move this one over here. These two are attempts to make one of these short L shapes, and that's a bit of a problem. So because the L shapes, in this case a corner piece, has here, well, it has 2 sides less. Here a hole, here something, and here as well. And I tried to make something out of it in another attempt, and that hasn't been very successful yet. Neither has this one, by the way, but the point is that right now this cylinder and this block are 2 separate entities, which they shouldn't. So that's a bit of a problem. So in some way it is nice and I can use it, in another way I can't use it at all. Anyway, that's progress in a blender, kind of. So that has to be continued. And with these results, I say thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion, very much appreciated. You can also follow me via Twitter and Instagram. And please show support by making a donation via either PayPal or in Europe IBAN, which is a better name than Wired. And you can also become a patron and may have your name mentioned. Please take a look under this video for my website, and you can also wait for the last part of the video. This is going to be continued. So have a nice day, stay safe, bye bye.